Hello to everyone. My name is Hannah Lee, and I work as an international PR manager at Seoul Convention Bureau of the Seoul Tourism Organization. I'm pleased to be here today to introduce Seoul's recent marketing strategies and Plus Seoul support program during this difficult time. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll start now. Innovation in destination marketing and Plus Seoul. Just like any other city in the world, Seoul encountered a challenging time in 2020. The outbreak of the COVID-19 led to the borders to be closed, and many of the flights didn't leave the ground for a long time now. Most of the MICE events were postponed or canceled, whether it's local or international. Around April and May, we start to think deeply about the role of CVB. As it is stated here, the primary responsibility of the Convention Bureau is to market and sell the destination it represents, and secure future meetings, congresses, exhibitions, and other related business events to the destination. Though the situation didn't allow any prediction, we had to think of ways to prepare for coming months and years. We began looking into digital options for destination marketing, as it was feasible to get on the action to proceed right away. There were some on-site events resumed around June in Seoul, continuing into August. But when the resurgence occurred, the same course of actions took place in March and April, repeated. By this time, we were already at the final stage to open an innovative marketing approach to the global MICE society. And as time went on, many more of the events started to go online and became a hybrid one in conjunction with on-site local gatherings. We were once again confirmed with our solution. Solution was to create a virtual destination. In doing so, we could provide destination marketing, organize and host virtual events, and in combination, we could support the local MICE industry and beyond. There are many advantages we get from creating a virtual version of Seoul. Many professionals mention that once the attendees and planners experience of having the MICE events online, these online events would likely to be repeated in the future. Virtual events, whether fully virtual or partially like in hybrid, will be a part of industry even after the pandemic is over. Creating a virtual Seoul is like having a convention center in the cyberspace that we are going to have a great tool for online events. Destination marketing could be continued on the virtual Seoul if we were able to bring Seoulness to virtual. These will strengthen local MICE industry directly or indirectly. Let's take a look at the city Seoul and find out the attractiveness of it as a MICE destination. The planning started with analyzing the city's charming points as a MICE destination and move all of them to virtual. As it was presented in the promotional video, we have various infrastructures showing the contrasting charms of the city, such as traditional and modern architectures, venues by the water or on the mountain, and more. Since the venue would be virtual, we could even widen the selection, presenting the maximum beauty of its character. For example, historically valuable sites might not be possible to hold an event in real life, but the similar atmosphere could be implemented in few unique venues. We also brainstormed the ideas to portray the exciting team building activities as if the viewers are trying on their own. Last but not least, we wanted to reflect Seoul's hospitality services, which is well known for its kindness and promptness, as well as the convenience-driven environment of the city. This is the fundamental foundation of the Virtual Seoul platform. You could think of it as a ground for an architecture to build on. For the maximum accessibility, we chose to go on a web-based program, building the platform using WebGL program. This way, participants of the MICE events on the platform don't need to download any program to enter, and it be available on any mobile devices, including cell phones and tablet PCs. It will work on most of the well-known web browsers, Chrome, Edge, and Safari. Seoul, as you saw the map, is simplified and included most of the geographical features as it is. The venues are located at the similar locations as they are in real life. It is three-dimensional and 300-degree manipulatable. These will introduce the actual city to new visitors and remind the city to whom visited Seoul already. Let me introduce the 5 venues we carefully selected. Changdeokgung Palace is one of the 5 beautiful palaces situated in the center of Seoul. This palace is special as it's registered on UNESCO World Heritage Site for its historical value and the beauty it reserves. It can be the main conference hall where the opening keynote, closing remarks, and the main presentation from speakers will take place. Namsan Seoul Tower has been a representative building of Seoul for many years. It's not a surprise at all that Seoul promotional booth is set up here to introduce general Seoul MICE information. On the virtual Namsan Seoul Tower, there is gorgeous view through the window, and it's a fantastic bonus. DDP is the modern cultural complex building right next to the traditional Korean beauty, and is one of the attractive points of Seoul with its iconic design. The VR theater is set up on the rooftop of DDP, and it will elaborate on these attractive points even more. Relaxing interior with flowers and plants of Seoul Botanical Garden creates a perfect atmosphere for networking building. We set up a lounge here, and you can have a group chat or one-on-one chat, or enjoy a mini cultural activity. Last but not least, we have some Sabit set up with 3 workshop rooms. They are 3 artificial islands in the Hangang River. It has refreshing view of the river outside, so check out on our website. The most significant point of the Virtual Seoul platform in terms of being a source for destination marketing are the 360 VR videos which will take the participants on virtual tour to Seoul. These tours are what differentiate the Virtual Seoul platform with other online ones. After the outbreak of COVID-19, few DMOs have created online contents and used them for campaigns. Seoul Convention Bureau is looking at prospective usage of these contents. Thus, they are produced with themes to represent each array of what MICE participants would have done in Seoul. Co-marketing cities Gangwon and Gwangju were invited in making videos, and they were very excited to put their stories together. The first theme is Seoul for Beginners. Here we have 3 landmarks to represent Seoul, and you can compare the interiors with the actual ones will present reality and evoke a desire to visit the actual venues one day. Active Seoul theme. The first-person point of view team building videos give opportunities to experience some of the popular team building activities in Seoul. How about finding your inner peace through a temple stay program at Jingwansa Temple? Explore Seoul. This theme is exclusive to MICE participants or organizers. Virtual site inspections provided to introduce some of the unique venues of Seoul, including 2 venues selected for Virtual Seoul platform. Beautiful Seoul with Chaonu. These were contributed videos from visitseoul.net, the official Seoul tourism website. An honorary tourism ambassador takes the attendees to some of the new tourist attraction spots, introducing authenticity of Seoul. Plus Cities. Plus Cities, as I mentioned earlier, is a co-marketing program to support Seoul's partner cities, creating a positive synergy in between to continue promoting wonderful MICE destinations with the capital city Seoul. Gangwon and Gwangju display their own characteristics, extending the joy of virtual tour further, combining with other VR videos of Seoul. Seoul booth is another aspect serving destination marketing, as the booth is designed to come close to having a PSA at international trade exhibition or similar. Many of the major exhibitions were cancelled and postponed this year, that it was difficult for DMOs to be connected to the buyers. Though the resuming of traveling is uncertain, it is important to keep reminding Seoul as a potential destination. Brochure stand. Various brochures on Seoul and Seoul's MICE industry to be downloaded. Group chat or one-on-one chat. General information can be discussed in a group chat, or private chat could be opened to discuss more specific details. Venue search. Link to the venue search page on SCB website. Survey and event stand. One more reminder to be involved in audience engagement. Audience engagement is much more important for online events than it is for on-site ones. It's almost the most vital aspect for the success of the event. Virtual stamp tour. Audience engagement is trickier for online events, as familiarity level varies between attendees. A stamp tour is a perfect activity to bring participation, as it is what many people enjoy doing on-site and very familiar with. Also, various missions could be adjusted according to the MICE event's hosting. Survey event. One of the major advantages of holding an event online is that data collection is very convenient and transparent. Survey is one of the examples of the data collection which can contribute to the improvement for advancing the platform as well as the event hosted. SNS hashtag event. SNS marketing is not a luxury anymore. It has been around for a long time now that it is one of the fundamental parts when organizing a MICE event for promotional and continuous publicizing. The hashtags before words started to become a morpheme as it is. When attendees post their pictures of participating with hashtag, their searchable and surprising prizes can be sent to the attendees. Technical support is one very important cornerstone for online event for obvious reasons. On this platform, you can receive technical support by sending this message on the menu bar. The very first virtual roundtable was hosted on the platform in partnership with UIA associations. Here you have e-conferences, panel discussion and workshops in live streaming, and keynotes, and Seoul booth, virtual Seoul tour, group chat, and gamification. Here is the after movie of the event we had on the platform. platform was promoted for the innovative approach in the destination marketing through national and international media. We organized an online press conference for national media delegates, considering the safety measure guidelines of the time. Detailed presentations were given about the graphics, functions, and its values while showing the demonstrations of the platform. Few press releases were written and distributed on the platform and on the first events held on it. International MICE media delegates were invited for the virtual fam tour during the first event. Many positive feedbacks were given about the VR videos and overall platform, that it produced many articles online. Let's talk about prospective use and further development. Virtual Seoul will welcome more events starting from December 2020. Functions of the venues may be adjusted and other customization will be implemented, but the platform has been receiving much interest from event organizers, whether local or international, so there will be more events expected to be held from 2021 and on. One source and multi-use. We will use the platform for educational use, educating our members and other stakeholders of the MICE industry. We could have corporate meetings, and this was developed into Seoul MICE World, where the whole platform transformed into a promotional booth. Additional venues and additional functions are also coming up soon. The platform will be shared for Seoul MICE industry. Currently, the platform is linked to the official Seoul Convention Bureau website for anyone to take a look around. It's the default version where you can imagine your business events on it. Please consult with my team for further use of the platform. It's going to be another tool that we have to promote Seoul in MICE, global MICE industry. We didn't leave the original way of destination marketing. We still have advertisement on the printed MICE magazine covering all major regions. We also reorganized contents on our SNS channels accordingly, so the contents on the SNS channels are modified to suit the current climate in the MICE industry. We had the Stand Strong Together campaign and extended on the relaxing and cheering up contents. Contents on the safety measure activities and Seoul MICE Alliance related activities are also another focus as to uplift the spirit of stakeholders in the industry. I'm sure all of you know Seoul's support program brand, Plus Seoul. We finished revising the program in January and was ready for the year 2020. Customized supports were provided to the group of 4,800 participants from Indonesia in February. But by the middle of the year, we faced additional revision to reflect the circumstances in relation to the pandemic and added these two supports. For online and hybrid events, we provide 80% of financial support for online event and 120% for hybrid events. It is based on the estimation of on-site amount with minimum number of participants counted with paid international participants. We have many safety measure related supports for on-site event. So please check the details on the website. It includes infection-free zones, reassuring package support, face detect temperature checking tablets, and disinfecting gate rentals, and many more. Seoul is moving forward. It keeps moving with innovation and resilience. Destination marketing will be continued in traditional ways as well as with the Virtual Seoul Platform, which is the world's first trial of promoting a destination. Seoul will stay in many people's memory by experiencing the Seoul through online events, VR videos, and printed advertisement. More online and hybrid events on the platform will bring more business to the local MICE industry. though it might not be the major sector who manages on-site events. We're not only aiming to implement acute impact on the industry, but we believe it be a long journey that will require resilience and persistence revitalization from the industry. This cycle will create sustainable energy for the industry and helps it survive the crisis. There lies an opportunity where the crisis is. Let the bigger crisis bring the bigger opportunity. Thank you for listening, and see you in Seoul, whether virtual or actual.